Located just north of downtown Helen. This is called the Lazy Bear Den Cabin. And I did this rental through Georgia Mountain Rentals. Just a one bed, one bath, kitchen, and just a little living area. Nothing too extravagant or fancy, but it does have that kind of old school log cabin look to it. It's not as impressive on the outside. I'll get to the outside in a second, but mainly just wanted to show you all what different things come with the cabin. Kind of make the video that I wish I would have saw before I rented out this cabin for the weekend. So just to start out, about $426.16 mid-September for the weekend. We got one bed, relatively comfortable, soft, plushy bed. Drawers, got a bathroom right here. Hello. Toilet, walk-in, well, not really a walk-in shower, but shower, shower tub combo, whatever you call that. Get a little closet, coat hangers, ironing board, vacuum. Down here we have our iron itself. When you get the cabin, I brought my own soap and stuff, but it comes with some alcohol wipes and cleansing bar and some hand soap. Over here we got a sofa with a couple pillows. Have our fireplace. Only note is to only burn wood, or yeah, just burn logs only, or it's a $200 fine. Smart TV. I mainly watch YouTube all the time, so I sign into YouTube no problem. Got our desk with some cabin information, reading light. Then in the kitchen area, got our dining room. Got a refrigerator. No water on this refrigerator. And if you want to make the ice, you probably saw you have to put the water in the ice tray and freeze it over. Came with some pots and pans. I think there's actually more in here. Got cups, some stuff for coffee, a couple bowls, plates, and more stuff. Blender, toaster, more tools. Cheese grater even. Oh, what closed there? I don't even know what closed there. Pots and pans and it comes pretty well equipped. I wouldn't say it's the best equipped, but it comes pretty well equipped with stuff you might need that you may not bring. And then I think these, except for this, coffee filters, which it's not really the style of coffee filter for this machine. Yeah, sink, microwave, and that's pretty much the rundown of this place. Got some decoration everywhere. So let's talk about cleanliness. Oh yeah, wait, before we talk about cleanliness, there is in fact a hot tub out there. And apparently that hot tub used to be located in here somewhere, which probably explains why there's just so much open space in this cabin. Yeah, this is the most spacious cabin as far as just like having everything far apart. And it's probably because that hot tub used to be located in here. How they made that work, I have no idea. I probably know why they got rid of it. So we'll talk about cleanliness. First thing I check every time I come to a cabin, the bed. You're gonna be sleeping there. How clean is the bed? It was not clean. It was not as clean as I would want it to. I mean, they probably shampooed everything, washed all the sheets and everything, but it was probably sitting for about a week with just no attention before I came here. And I mean, maybe it was sitting for shorter because so in one of my in the LJ cabin I stayed at, I checked this area and some of the beds. There's 3 beds in that cabin, and luckily the one I slept in didn't have this, but on this cabin it happened again. Somehow on the other side of Georgia, there was just a bunch of dead gnats and everything right where my head sleeps. So I wasn't too thrilled about that. There was ants. I would leave the cabin, I would come back, and there would be ants crawling all over the bed. And if I go into the shower area, I mean, I cleaned up dead bugs off of that. There was a ton of just dead ants and gnats and stuff, and that's probably a new corpse right there. Like there's definitely a bug issue in here, and it's probably for a very obvious reason. Check this out. You can clearly just see the sunlight coming through the bottom of those doors. I mean, anything can get through there, and that's probably not the only area where there's a bit of a ceiling issue. And yeah, it just resulted in bugs everywhere. There was a ton in the kitchen area, especially right here. I mean, I'm looking at one right now. This little thing right there. There's an ant just chilling. Like, yeah, the bugs are pretty bad. I mean, I only complain about it because I've been in cabins where that was just not an issue. This is probably my 4th cabin I've stayed at, and there were some really clean ones where bugs were just not an issue, and I trusted everything. You know, I just trusted that everything was clean, but this one was not. So yeah, bugs were a bit of an issue. The cleanliness of the pots and pans was a huge issue too. I had to really scrub those things down, and I guess my next thing I wasn't too sure about. Check this out. Well, of course, when I play the video, it does it fine, but let's just say the water pressure isn't really there. I mean, if I get a sprayer, now you can see what I'm talking about. The sprayer, I've tried everything with the sprayer. It does not spray, and the water has never came out that fast before. I promise you, it came out about half that rate. We'll go to the bathroom area. Sure what I mean? Of course you're coming out fast now. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I saw in a review that, yeah, the water pressure was a bit of an issue. And, yeah, throughout my stay, and not this video, the water pressure has been an issue. I mean, you obviously saw the water was not coming out that sprayer. And that made washing stuff that was pretty dirty, quite difficult. So, water pressure was a bit of an issue. Cleanliness is an issue. And honestly, those 2 things were the only real problems I had staying at the cabin. Everything else was nice. I mean, it's a quiet area. You do have to go through a little bit of a gravel road, but I mean, that's nothing compared to what I had to do in my Mini Cooper for the last couple of cabins. I mean, the first cabin I had to go up a mountain on the gravel road. Second one, I had to I was on the gravel road for about 30 minutes before I reached the cabin. I did all that in a Mini Cooper. This one, not even 5 minutes in a gravel road. Basically, no elevation. It's fairly a little bit sketchy when you get off the main road, but I mean, it's not horrible at all compared to what I've had to do in the past. And this time I'm in a Wrangler, so I mean, it was really no problem. But yeah, don't worry about getting up here. You can pretty much bring whatever you want. I can come up here in my Mini Cooper. If it was raining, maybe I'll be a different story, but you'll be fine. So that's pretty much everything in the interior. Pretty nice interior, just not clean. Well, like I said, the outside's super boring. Chairs. Get your grill, hot tub. I did spend a bit of time in a hot tub. Hot tub is nice. A couple dead things. It wasn't really an issue for me. A little umbrella. Privacy, there's another house over there. And then there's one up there. And then one over there. And there's a abandoned bus, which I honestly think was cool. I think some people complain about that. I thought it was perfectly fine. I gotta bring that back down. Insulation's really good. You really can't hear anything from the outside. The only thing you hear is the weird mechanisms going on with the hot tub, and it sounds like there's like a crying dog or someone walking on the deck when you're inside while this thing is on. But if you turn that off, then all that would probably go away, and you'll have a perfectly quiet cabin inside. And you have to memorize I believe it's like a 11-digit code to get in. smoke-free environment. And yeah, like I said, getting in here really isn't that bad at all compared to other places I've stayed at. But I'm gonna I think I gotta put the pillowcases somewhere else. But I'm gonna get ready to head back to Kennesaw. This is the review of the Lazy Bear Den cabin, and I hope to go on more adventures like this and just, you know, talk about different experiences, because I've started to get out a lot more and want to share those experiences with people. So hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.